Proud of our group. If anyone had any clue what we've been through, it was such an unorthodox week last week. We traveled to Virginia Tech, lose the way we did, which was a heartbreaker. We flew straight from there to South Bend, which was -5 degrees, ugly weather. Try to pick yourself up off the mat. So we're there Thursday night, Friday, Saturday. We play Sunday, find a way to have a huge win. We have to stay the night again because the weather back here. We don't get back here till later in the afternoon Monday, all while the flu is rampant around this group. We got coughing going on. We got fevers. Eric and the training staff, our doctors, our kids, phenomenal job. The fact that we get here 3 days later, 4 days, whatever it is, and we're all healthy enough to go out and win by 30 in this league. Testament to who they are, the group we have in the locker room, and so really proud that we took care of business because a lot of teams could have felt sorry for themselves and not had a performance like that. So proud of this group. We took care of business, and now we get a chance to move on to another really big one on Sunday here at home against Florida State.
Coach, you mentioned all the circumstances this team has faced. It's now 3 of 4, including an overtime win. Just can you talk about just what this rhythm this team is finding?
Yeah, well, we've been saying it for a long time. You could feel it coming. This group has a chance to be really special because who they are. They want to be coached. They are learning on the fly, and they're learning, right? I mean, just, again, we learn from how we lose to Virginia Tech. We're in the same scenario 3 days later in South Bend. Not many people will win there, right? We execute out of a baseline, out of bounds. We take care of business and win. This one replicated. We beat NC State, huge win, and we lay an egg down at Georgia Tech. Right, and we didn't want to have the same feeling of have a massive win on the road in Notre Dame and then come lay an egg today. And so they're able to take those experiences and learn from them. And then I think we've continued, as the year went on, we've really executed scout. That was a thing we said early in the year. We're just not executing just schematically. And, I was on ACC Network yesterday, and they asked about, I think we lead the league in field goal, points per game defensively, and asked why. I'm like, well, we have all these elite defenders, don't you see? Jokingly, because we have none. Right, but we have an elite team defense. Right, and it's they've bought into schematically how we guard each game, and so all that put together, right? But it starts with the group we have in that locker room, and I'm sure we'll get on the story, just what they did on Monday for us, and but that's who they are, right? It's not a facade, it ain't fake. This is genuinely a family that loves one another and wants the best for one another. So with that, we have a chance to be really good, and I think we've become really good.
Russ, with that, can you kind of talk through what was going through your mind, your perspective of opening the door and seeing your mom?
It felt unreal still till this day. I didn't expect that at all. Like, them trying to me stay in that house, in my teammate's house, for me not having a car to go back, me standing by the door watching TV, like I didn't even think about it, but they just planned everything so perfectly, and for them just making this happen, it's amazing. And I just thank Coach Poppie for recruiting those people. Without them, I wouldn't experience that. It's a lifelong memory, and it's just unreal. So I'm super grateful for the team I have, the teammates, the staff, and Coach Poppie and his family.
Shawn, what was your perspective of how all that went down? And was that players using their own NIL money to set all that up? How did that go?
Absolutely. Yeah, they approached me all the way back Thanksgiving. We were headed to the Bahamas, and a couple of them came to me in the airport and needed some help. And I'm like, what can I help you with? And then they told me the idea and plan, and I said, okay, that's. Obviously I was dang near in tears with just the idea. And I said, well, what can I help with? And they're like, well, her mom speaks zero English, and I don't know how to communicate it. I said, well, I can help you with that. Not that I know how to speak it either, but we know some people in common that were able to connect the dots. And so the hardest part was holding on to the secret for that long. And then we got travel delays going on. I'm like, this is going to be special. school. The flight got delayed. She didn't get here at almost midnight. Well, Russ goes to bed at like 8:30. So how they convinced her to stay at a team bonding event that late, like, they did a heck of a job, because I didn't think she'd make it. I thought she would fight them to go to bed. But I tell you what, it's very, very proud of it, because we're trying to build something special here. When I took this job 2 years ago, I thought Clemson could be very, very special. And Graham Neff took a chance on a mid-major coach that had won two championships. And some people think, you know what, maybe he's not ready. Maybe he's not qualified for a job like this. But I was a perfect fit. And I've gotten here, and it's taken, I thought we did a good job last year, but we've taken drastic strides this year with the personnel we've put in here. I have a heck of a staff, and I think we're proving it not only on the court but off the court, what it's like to be a Clemson Tiger. And the word around here is we don't say, Tiger Nation like a lot of people. We say Tiger family, Clemson family. Why? Because that's what this place is. And hopefully we've been an extension of that inside our program, because we have unbelievable kids that represent this place like true Tigers. And now we're getting to see the success on the court to follow with it. And so we're going to push this thing forward, but we're going to continue to do it with the right people.
Russ, can you just talk through some of the emotions of obviously having a great game with 21 points, but then being able to make those shots in front of your mom and seeing her face in the crowd?
For me, fun fact, I never look around, like who's here, who's not. I mean, I know my mom is here, but I just try to stick with the plan, like what's the game plan that he's asking us to do. But then I think in the third quarter, Rachel Rose came up to me and she was like, look, your mom is up there. So just seeing her on the, what's it called?
Jumbotron?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, thank you. Just seeing her there and just, makes it really special. But, just staying locked in, doing my job and, sticking with his plan. So we'll just try to stay focused. But it's definitely a special moment, having her here.
Russ, this team has a lot of transfers on it that you guys seem to mesh together really well. What about Clemson and the staff or the program makes it easy for people who come from all sorts of different colleges and kind of fit together and play the basketball?
Yeah.
You guys are right now.
I think it's just them doing a really good job with recruiting and, getting the history of what type of people they are. They can be a great basketball player, but as a human being, I don't think we have any dramas on our team. Everybody is talking to each other. There's no groups. Like, just you can hang out with anybody you want. So I think it just builds a really strong foundation for our program. And on the basketball court, we have our days when it's harder. But how do we look forward? Next step. Like he said, like we had a lot of sickness going on, and how everybody sticked with each other. Like especially Dee. Like I was looking at her, I was like, you got this girl. Well, I see like her struggling, but she still like had a good game. So just the strength and the endurance my teammates have, like I'm really proud, and for us it's just the next game. We handled business today, but we looking forward.
No other questions? Thank you, guys.
Hey, appreciate everyone sticking around and being here with us. Come back on Sunday. All right, we need everybody. Continue to share all the words you guys got. We got an unbelievable 900 again. Right? How can this not be 2,500, 3,000? There's going to be for gymnastics. There's going to be for softball. There's going to be for everything else. Share the word, please. Come and see us. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Let's go. Thank you.